Hey guys. Let me see. Hey guys, how are y'all? Can y'all hear me? No good? Okay. All right. We've got somebody just told me they didn't get the code for class, so let me email her real quick with it. All right, guys. Let's see. Somebody told me they didn't get the email. They're texting me right now. They're like, I didn't get the email. I was like, means you don't have the right email on file. So let me see if I can get this to her. Well, if she comes back with the email code, I guess I can. But how's everyone's weekend going? Good? All right. All right, she's not answering me back, so we're just gonna get started. Let's get started in child's pose, and hopefully she gets it. All right, let's get started in child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees out wide. If you want to listen along, I sent the playlist, or you're welcome to listen to anything. Oh, let me let Catherine in. You're welcome to listen to anything you like. Just trying to figure out this Zoom so I can see you guys. It's being, here we go. We'll do it like this. All right. Well, she's not responding back, so I can't let her in. Child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees out wide. Send your hips back towards your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat. And begin to tap into your breath. Take a nice slow inhale in through your nose. And on your exhale, open your mouth and slowly sigh it out. Inhale in through your nose, fill up. And exhale, let it go. And then these next few deep breaths, just start to take a moment if you want to set an intention for your practice. Feel free to do so at this time. Maybe for your weekends. You know, just something that you can bring your attention back to throughout class. You start to get a little bit distracted. And if you want to tap into your Ujjayi breathing, start to fire that up at this time. Inhale in through your nose. And on the exhale, slowly start to sigh it out. Inhale in through the nose, slowly fill up with air. And exhale, Ujjayi, out through the nose. Take about 5 more rounds of breath here. Maybe start to rock your forehead from side to side. And then slowly start to make your way onto your belly. So begin to make your way onto your belly. We're gonna start to open the shoulders up a little bit. Bring your arms out to a T. And then take your right cheek down to the mat. Take your left hand to the outside of the left shoulder and then press yourself over onto that right side. You have the option to stay here, or you can take that left foot back behind you and kickstand that left foot. If you feel ready for it, you can take that left hand for the right hip crease, or maybe even bind the hands back behind the back. then slowly make your way back through center. And then extend your left arm out towards the side and switch cheeks. Take your right hand to the mat and then press yourself over onto the left side. You can bend that right leg back behind you, kickstand that right foot behind you. And start to open up through the shoulders here. And then slowly come back through center. And we're gonna make our way up into puppy pose. Actually, let's take a few rounds of cat cows first. Come up onto your hands and knees. And let's start to take those rounds of cat cows. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back, look up, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Continue moving at your own pace with your own breath, inhaling for cow. And exhaling for cat. Finish up with that last round of cat cows. And then make your way back to that neutral tabletop. And we're gonna come into puppy pose. So we're gonna keep our hips stacked over the knees here. Start to walk your hands out in front of you. Bring your forehead to the mat. And if you wanna go deeper in this pose, if you're ready, take your chest to the mat and then you can bring your chin. So we went ahead and opened those shoulders up here so you can bring your chin to the mat. Hips are stacked over the knees. And take a few deep breaths here. And slowly start to make your way up out of puppy pose. And we're gonna come into a high plank. So step your feet towards the back of the mat, coming into that high plank, shoulders stacked over the wrist. We're gonna be here for about 5 deep breaths. So ground down through the palms of the hands, tuck the tailbone under, gaze is set towards the floor. Keep a little bit of a bend in the elbows here so we're not locking the arms out, so we're really engaging those muscles. And then on the next inhale, send the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. So start to pedal the feet out here, taking in movements that feel good. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. If you find down dog to be a resting pose, you're welcome to take it as a resting pose. I suggest child's pose though, if you need a break. Slowly start to walk your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms out towards the side. Start to look up, look back. Take that back bend. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Step back into high plank. And hold here. Right knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Shoot it back to high plank. Left knee, left elbow, tap it and hold. Shoot it back to high plank. Move through your vinyasa. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, pull your chest through upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, slowly sigh it out. Step or float your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, look up, look back. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, folds. Step back into high plank, hold here. This time, right knee, left elbow, tap it and hold. Shoot it back to high plank. Left knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Shoot it back to high plank. Move to your vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. Full inhale in through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Step or fold your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, look up, look back. Inhale, reach your arms back up. This time, exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink the hips down nice and low. So big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. Tailbones tucked slightly, chest is lifted, shoulders are nice and soft. Give me a few more deep breaths here. See if you can sink even deeper into that chair pose. On the next exhale, fold forward. Oh, she made it in, yay. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into your high plank, move through your vinyasa. Hey, Brie, I'm so glad you made it. Inhale, pull your chest through. We're just run through a few sun A's, and then you'll be all caught up with us. So once we're here, take a few deep breaths. And then we're going to come into a high plank. So make your way into that high plank, shoulders stacked over the wrist. And then we're gonna come down to a forearm plank. So come down to that forearm plank, right arm and then the left. We're just gonna hold here in that forearm plank for about 5 deep breaths. If you want to, you can rock from front to back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna make our way into dolphin pose. So slowly start to walk the feet up, send your hips up towards the sky. Our forearms are on the mat, gaze is set towards the back of the mat. Ground down through the palms of the hands. Give me 2 more deep breaths here. Elbows should be about shoulder width apart. Then walk your feet towards the back of the mat, coming into that forearm plank. Right knee, right tricep, tap it and hold. Shoot it back. Left knee, left tricep, tap it and hold. Shoot it back. Walk your feet up into that dolphin pose. Walk them back into that forearm plank. This time, left knee, left tricep. Shoot it back. Right knee, right tricep. Shoot it back. Walk your feet up into that dolphin pose. Take it back up, back into that forearm plank. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back up into that high plank. Move through your vinyasa. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, pull your chest through upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips up and back, coming into that downward facing dog. On your next inhale, send your right leg high to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips, scorpion tail. Start to draw circles with that right leg. Take it in one direction, and then take it in the other. Inhale, shoot your right leg back up. Right knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Inhale, shoot it back up. Right knee, left elbow, tap it and hold. Inhale, shoot it back up. Exhale, bring it in knee to nose. Step that right foot between your hands. Come up onto the ball of that left foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Coming into that high crescent lunge. So in high crescent lunge, our hips are squared towards the front of the room. Keep a little bit of a bend in that left knee. Tailbone's tucked. Core is zipped up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, hinge forward. Pull your belly in and up. Try not to collapse onto that right thigh here. Turbo crescent. Slowly launch off of that left foot, coming into a warrior three. So we're grounding down through all four corners of that right foot. Dorsey flexing through the left toes. Now we're gonna swing that left leg through like a pendulum, coming into our dancing Shiva. So right hand comes to the left knee or foot, left arm reaches towards the back of the room. Set your gaze towards the left fingertips. So yeah, the more advanced option is to grab the blade edge of that left foot, kick into the hand. Take one more deep breath here. And then reach your arms back up towards center. Keep that leg lifted, flex through the left foot. We're gonna move into standing splits. See if you can swing that left leg back through, hands come to the mat, left heel reaches to the sky. So option to take a handstand hopper too, if you can safely do so, if they're in your practice. Try to keep a micro bend in that right leg. Head hangs heavy here. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Maybe turn that left glute on, lift that left leg up a little higher. Exhale, release that left foot back behind you about a few feet. Coming into pyramid pose, so straighten through both of the legs here. Blocks, if you have blocks, you can take them under both of the hands. Really draw that right hip back, send the left hip forward. If you want a little more here, flex your right toes back towards you. If you want to move into flamingo pose, then shift the weight into the right foot, glue that left knee to the right, walk your hands back, and then shift the weight into the right foot. Left heel reaches towards that left glute. So we're working up towards splits today. So we're really going to be getting into those hamstrings before. All right, guys. Slowly step that left foot to the back of the mat. Begin to make your way down into a low lunge, bending into that right leg. Then once you're there, drop the left knee to the mat. Send the hips back. Flex your right toes back towards you. Hey Chase, it's Val. I was just in the middle of teaching my 1 p.m. power and it kicked me off and said it was because somebody else signed on in the middle of my class and I can't get back on. So I had about, I think like 4 people in the class
and they're probably pissed right now. Honestly, I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm a little angry as well. I can't teach my class today. I don't know what to do. I don't know who signed on, but like if we could find out, that would be awesome. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to sign back on and get them back in the class, but it won't let me restart my meeting. So
Val, can you hear us? We see you still.
Oh, you see us?
I see you, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
I see you.
I figured I would turn the sound on to let you know.
Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
It signed me out. Did it ever cut y'all off?
No.
Oh my goodness. My screen just went dark and then it said like, and I couldn't get y'all back on, and it was like somebody else signed in. And so, okay, we all heard my rant to Chase. All right, guys, if y'all don't, I'm gonna continue over a few minutes.
Okay.
If this happens again, just jump right back on and be like, Val, we can still see you.
Okay.
This is what we're dealing with. This is real life. This is what we're dealing with the technology. So keeping it real. I'm so glad that you guys can still see me. It's just, yeah. So when I guess it's like a fake out when somebody else signs up, but my screen went completely off. I didn't see. All right, back to where we were in split. So yeah, if this happens again, just jump right back on.
Okay.
I was freaking out. Okay, guys. Y'all can tell I'm here for you. I'm on the phone with the manager, real pissed. All right, guys, we're in those half splits. Sorry about that. So we'll just run about 5 minutes over. I hope you guys don't mind. Flex those right toes back towards you. Woo! Nothing like an adrenaline rush of thinking your class got cut off too. So really, all right, we're gonna power it up now. All right, we're in those half splits. Slowly start to bend back into that right leg. Tuck the left toes under, lift the knee. And then slowly start to heel toe that right foot to the outside of the mat, coming into a lizard lunge. So we're here in that lizard lunge. And you have the option to stay here, or you can drop that left knee to the mat. If you want to move into a bind, you can bend that left leg, reach back with the right hand for that left foot, and then set the gaze over the right shoulder. Take a few deep breaths here. If you're in the bind, slowly release the mind. Tuck the left toes under, lift the knee. Step that left foot forward, heels in, toes out, hands come to heart center, and then use the elbows to drive the knees outward. So we're gonna take a few deep breaths here, and our Malasana Yogi squat. Tailbones projecting down towards the earth, crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling, and take a few deep breaths. Slowly release your hands down to the mat. And we're gonna take a crow pose. If crow's in your practice, move into crow. If not, stay in Malasana. You don't have to take a crow. Then the elbows back towards you like you're gonna chaturanga. Plug your knees into your armpits. Set the gaze forward. Maybe one toe lifts, maybe another. Try it for 3 to 5 deep breaths in your crow pose. And then you can step back, shoot back, high plank to low plank. Move through your vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale, pull your chest through upward facing. Exhale, send the hips up and back, coming into that downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg high to the sky for 3-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips, scorpion tail. Start to draw circles with that left knee. Take it in one direction, then take it in the other. Inhale, shoot your left leg back up towards the sky. Left knee, left elbow, tap it and hold. Inhale, shoot that left leg back up. Left knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Inhale, shoot it back up. Exhale, bring it in knee to nose. Step the left foot between the hands. Come up onto the ball of that right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. High crescent lunge. So we're gonna take about 3 to 5 deep breaths in that high crescent lunge left side, square those hips off. Really engage that core, shoulders are soft. See if we can maybe even keep that left thigh parallel towards the mat. On your next exhale, sweep the arms back, hinge forward, pull your belly in and up. Palms are facing towards each other. Nice flat spine. Then we're slowly going to shift the weight into that left foot, flexing through the right toes. Keep those hips nice and squared off. Crown of the head reaching towards the front of the room. Gaze is set down at the floor. On that next inhale, swing that right leg through, and then you're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm reaches towards the back of the room. If you feel ready for it, you can reach down with that left hand for the blade edge of the right foot and start to kick into the hand. Gaze is set back towards those right fingertips. And then keeping that right knee lifted, reach both of your arms up towards the sky. And then flex that right foot back behind you. Take your hands down to the mat, coming into standing splits. We've got 5 deep breaths to play around here. Maybe one hand comes to that ankle, maybe the other. On your next inhale, maybe see if you can lift that right leg up even higher. Exhale, slowly step that right foot back, coming into pyramid pose. Square your hips off, left hip back, right hip forward. You have that option to stay here. If you want, flex those left toes back towards you. Then we're coming into, if you want that flamingo option, glue that right knee to the left. Reach your right fingertips back, shift the weight into that left foot, right heel reaches up. So we're really getting into that left hamstring. And then slowly release that right foot down to the mat. Then into that left leg, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Coming into half splits, drop your right knee to the mat, and then slowly start to straighten through that left leg. Flexing the left toes back towards you. Shine the heart through. This side's going a little more smoothly than the other side, thank God. This is where we got cut, well, I thought we got cut off last time. Oh. That is life though. You gotta go with the flow. It's not always gonna go as planned. It's like a theme of 2020. Start to bend back into that left leg. Tuck the right toes under, lift the knee. And then start to heel toe that left foot to the outside of the left hand. We're coming into a lizard lunge here. Again, you can stay in that lizard lunge or drop that right knee to the mat. If you want to, you can take that bind, bending that left leg, get that quad stretching, set the gaze over the left shoulder. And breathe. And then slowly release. Tuck the right toes under, lift the knee, step back into high plank, move through your vinyasa. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, pull your chest through upward facing. Exhale, send your hips up and back, coming into that downward facing dog. Inhale, let's take a, well, no, you guys, you already had kind of a break there. That was our child's pose. If you need a child's pose, grab a child's pose. Let's just keep going. Right leg high to the sky for three-legged dog. Then your knees stack your hips, scorpion tail. Option to stay here or flip your dog, taking that right foot down, hips up, reaching that right hand towards the front of the room. If you flipped your dog slowly with that same control, take your right hand down, shoot your right leg back up. Right knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Inhale, shoot your right leg back up. Right knee, left elbow, tap it and hold. Shoot your right leg out towards the left side. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Coming into that wild thing. Now you have the option to stay here if you want to challenge yourself. Maybe lift that right leg up off the mat. Not me today. Not happening. It's a tough one. Exhale. Release that left hand to the mat. Option to take that crossbody push up and then shoot your right leg back up towards the sky. Exhale. Bring it in knee to nose. Step your right foot between your hands. Come up onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale. Sweep your arms up towards the sky. Coming back into that high crescent lunge. Exhale, open up towards the right. Right arm back, left arm reaches forward. Like we're being pulled in both directions. We have the option to stay here, or if you want to move into that revolve reverse, right arm comes back, left arm reaches up and then back. Moving into revolve half moon, grab a block here if you need it. Left hand comes down to the floor or to a mat, right arm reaches up. Flexing through that left foot like we're trying to kick that wall out behind us. Keep those hips squared off here. Keep a micro bend in that right leg. Exhale, release that right hand to the mat. Left toe reaches up towards the sky. Option to stay here or curtsy dips. Exhale, bend that right leg, tap the left toes down. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, shoot it up. Move with your breath for 3, 2, and last one. Coming into a half moon. Right hand comes down right underneath the right shoulder. And then stack your left hip on top of the right. Left fingertips reach up towards the sky. So block if you have it and you need it. Grab it here. It's great for this pose. We're flexing through the left foot. Our body's like we're in between 2 panes of glass here. And then slowly start to bend into that right leg a lot. Step that left foot to the back of the mat. We're coming into our warrior 2. Arms are out at a T and our dristi set over our right fingertips. Right heel intersects the midsection of the left foot. We're externally rotating through that right thigh so that right knee's not caving inwards. Give me 2 more deep breaths here. Maybe you sink a little lower into the pose. On your next inhale, come to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bend into that left leg. Skandasana towards the back of the mat. So if you need to modify here, it may look like just a slight bend in the knees and then sending the hips back. So you don't have to come all the way down. You can reach back behind that left leg, take the bind. You can bring hands to heart center. Or if you want to fire it up a little bit, you can move from side to side for 3, 2, and last one. Now we're gonna straighten through both of the legs, send the hips up towards the sky. Turn the toes in slightly, heels out. So we're coming into wide-legged forward fold. So let that head hang nice and heavy here. You have inversion in your practice and can safely get upside down. You're welcome to take that at this time. Make sure that your hips aren't jutting out past your ankles. So shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And then crawl your hands towards the front of the mat, coming into that low lunge, bending into the right leg. Once we're here, left arm down, right arm reaches up, opening up for easy twist. Gaze is set up towards the right fingertips. You have the option to stay here or move into side plank, shifting the weight into the left hand, stack the right hip on top of the left. Give me 3 deep breaths here. If you need to modify, you can stagger the legs or drop that left knee to the mat. On your next exhale, release that right hand down to the mat. An option to keep that right leg hovered as you move through your vinyasa. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, pull your chest through for upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips up and back, coming into that downward facing dog. Nice full inhale in through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, let something go that no longer serves you. I know I've got something that I can let go. And take one more deep breath here. It's just a real fun day today. We're losing people, we're gaining people. Welcome back, Brianna. On the next inhale, left leg high to the sky for three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips, scorpion tail. Start to draw circles with your left leg. Take it in one direction, and then take it in the other. Option to stay here or flip dog, taking that left foot down, hips up, reaching that left hand towards the front of the row. And then slowly release that left hand down to the mat. Shoot that left leg back up towards the sky. Left knee, left elbow, tap it and hold. Inhale, shoot the left leg back up. Left knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. And then shoot that left leg out towards the right side. Right arm reaches up, coming into that fallen triangle. Maybe you try and lift that left leg up off of the mat. Exhale, slowly release that right hand to the mat. Maybe take that crossbody push up and then shoot that left leg back up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it in knee to nose. Step the left foot between the hands. Come up onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up. High crescent lunge, left side. Pinky fingers wrapping towards each other. Shoulders are soft. Exhale, open up towards the left. Left arm back, right arm reaches forward. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you take that revolve reverse, taking that left arm back. Right arm reaches up and then back. Coming into that revolve tap moon. Right arm down, left arm reaches up. So again, use a block here if you need to. My left hamstring's a lot more tighter than my right. Left fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Both hands to the mat. Right heel reaches up towards the sky. Option to take those curtsy dips. Bend that left leg, tap the right toes down. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, shoot it up. Move with your breath for 3, 2, and last one. Opening up into half moon. Take that left arm down, right arm reaches up. Keep flexing through those right toes. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Keep a micro bend in that left leg. And then slowly start to bend into that left leg a lot. Step that right foot towards the back of the mat. Windmill your arms open, coming into that warrior 2. Arms are out to a T, drishti set over the left fingertips. Nice and soft in the shoulders. On that exhale, maybe sink into that left leg a little bit more. On your next inhale, come to standing palm switch overhead. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of the mat. Again, if you need to modify, maybe it's just a slight bend in that right leg, sending those hips back. You can work towards the bind, reaching back behind that right leg. Hands can come to heart center. If you want to move from side to side, move with your breath for 3, 2, and last one. Slowly start to straighten through both of your legs. Turn your toes in slightly. Heels out. Second round of wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you find your hands behind you. Maybe you get upside down. Slowly release your hands to the mat if you've taken the bind. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Easy twist. Right arm down, left arm reaches up. So we're twisting over towards that left side. If you need a modified block, comes under right hand, or right knee even drops to the mat. You have that option to stay here, or we're moving into side plank. Shifting that weight into the right hand, stack the left hip on top of the right. Left fingertips are reaching up. 3 deep breaths here. On that next exhale, release that left hand to the mat. Option to keep the left leg covered as you move through your flow. Lower down halfway. Inhale, pull your chest through upward facing. Exhale, send your hips up and backward downward facing dog. Let's come into a quick child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees out wide. Send your hips back towards your heels. We've got about 5 deep breaths. Grab water towel off. Woo, all right. Cheers to making it through this class. Looks like we lost Brianna again. Hopefully she makes it back on. All right, take a few more deep breaths. We're gonna run through that flow one more time, a little bit faster. Then we're gonna get to those nice juicy splits. Like I'm gonna try, we've really opened those hamstrings up, so we're gonna get into those splits today. I'm excited about it. As you're ready, start to make your way back into your downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back, gaze is set towards the back of the mats. Inhale, take your right heel towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips, scorpion tail. Option to take that flip dog if you want it. If you flipped your dog, slowly come back to 3-legged dog. Right heel towards the sky, right knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Option to move into Ekapada. Inhale, shoot your right leg back up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Shoot your right leg out towards the left side. Left arm reaches up for wild thing. Exhale, release that left hand to the mat. Shoot your right heel back up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it in knee to nose. Step your right foot between your hands. Come up into high crescent lunge. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, open up towards the right arm back, left arm reaches forward. You can take it into revolve reverse if it feels good. Try to avoid crunching in the mid to low back here. Revolve, tack moon. Left hand comes down to the floor to a block. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Slowly release that right hand to the mat. Left heel reaches. Again, you can stay here or curtsy dip. Exhale, bend the right leg, tap the left toes down. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, shoot it up. Move with your breath for 3, 2, and last one. Opening up for half moon, right arm down, left arm reaches up. Slowly start to bend into that right leg a lot. Step that left foot to the back of the mats. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of the mat. This time, option to hold, or we can take some rounds back into Warrior 2. Inhale, come back into Warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale for Warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. One more round. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of the mats. Coming into that wide-legged forward fold, straighten through both of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Crawl your hands towards the front of the mat. Low lunge. Left arm down, right arm reaches up. Easy twist. Slowly release that right hand down to the mat. And now we're gonna go ahead and move into our right split. Since we're here, drop that left knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. Right heel stacked over that right ankle. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Core is engaged and we're sending those hips forward. So we're not dumping into the hip carriage here. We're keeping that core engaged and we're slowly sending those hips forward, opening up through that left quad. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. So we're gonna come into half splits. And like I said, splits are gonna be our hip opener today. So you can stay there. If you're working towards splits and want to take it a little further, if you have blocks, you can grab those blocks and you're going to press into the blocks if you don't have blocks. So just be really mindful of how that hamstring feels. So we're really nice and warm. So just take it to where you can. You can slide into the split. Try to keep the hips still squared off here. So you can also, if you have a block, take a block and place it underneath that right hamstring. So underneath that right thigh. And we're gonna hold here for about the next 45 seconds or so. So try to get as comfortable as you can in the pose. I like to use the blocks here to press down so I have a little bit more control of how far I want to go into the splits. So again, we've all got something to work on, whether we're moving into the splits or we're just staying in that half splits, or if we're somewhere in between. Got about 20 more seconds here. So the key is to breathe. For a lot of us, this pose is not comfortable. But there's wisdom in these uncomfortable moments. We can learn to breathe through them, and that they're not going to last forever. That's really one of the biggest things yoga taught me, is these hard moments, they're not going to last forever. We're going to come out stronger because of them. One more deep breath here. And then slowly start to make your way out. There's no beautiful way to get out of this. It's just moving nice and slowly. Take any movements that feel good. We got one more side, one more split to do. So I like to, after hip overs, I like to circle that right leg out, or just take any organic movement. All right, guys, one side down, one more to go. Come back into that downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back, coming into your downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg to the sky for three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips for scorpion tail. Again, you have that option for another flip dog, or you can stay here. If you flipped your dog, left heel reaches up, left knee, left elbow, tap it and hold, option to fly. Inhale, shoot your left leg back up. Left knee, right elbow, tap it and hold. Shoot your left leg out towards the right side, right arm reaches up, wild thing. Exhale, release that right hand to the mat, and then shoot that left leg back up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it in knee to nose, step your left foot between your hands. Come up onto the ball of that right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, open up, crescent twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Maybe you come into revolve reverse. Exhale, revolve, half moon, right arm to that floor to a block, left fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, release that left hand to the mat, right heel reaches. One more option for curtsy dips. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, shoot it up. Move with your breath for 3, 2, and last one. Half moon, left arm down, right arm reaches up. Slowly bend into that left leg, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Coming into that warrior 2. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of the mat. Now again, it's totally fine if you want to stay here. We are empowered. If you want to fire it up, you can move into those warrior 2. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale into warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. One more time, you guys got this. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, take it back into that Skandasana. Slowly straighten through both of the legs, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, folds. Crawl your hands towards the front of the mat, coming into that low lunge. Right arm down, left arm reaches up. Exhale, release that left hand down to the mat. Moving into those splits, drop that right knee to the mat and tuck the toes. Low lunge, inhale, sweep your arms up. Left knee is stacked over that left ankle. We're sitting the hips forward. Gaze is set up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Start to straighten through that left leg. So we're coming into half splits. Again, maybe you stay here today if you've got really tight hamstring and you're like, woo, this is where I'm at, that's totally fine. Again, if you want to take it further, you can either use blocks, don't use blocks, yogi's choice. So start to straighten through both of the legs. Maybe you use a block under that left hamstring. We're gonna hold here for that minute. You guys got this. So turn your breath on here. I don't know about you guys, but my left side is tighter. It's probably because I like doing my right side, not the left. Funny how that works. Yoga is all about balance though, so we want to do both of the sides. Gonna make myself sit in this side with you guys. Struggle through it. Keep that breath strong. If you're clenching through your teeth, if you're clenching your teeth or scrunching your face, go ahead and relax that. So shake it out. Maybe put a smile on your face so we can trick our brains into thinking that we like this pose. We relax and let go of things that we have a little more control of. That's gonna send signals. Ooh, I smiled and I just moved a little deeper, huh? What do you know? Got about 20 more seconds here. Stay strong, guys. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then we're slowly gonna make your way out of the pose, taking any and all the time that you need. Hip circles on that left side, if that feels good. And we're gonna do one more round of splits. Bonus round of splits, because they're my favorite ones. So you can turn sideways on the mat, and we're gonna do middle splits. So, or it could just be seated wide-legged forward fold. So take the legs out wide. So take your legs out really nice and wide. Flex your toes up towards the sky. Sit up nice and tall. And maybe this is where you stay. If this is where you stay, that's totally fine. If you have blocks and you want to take them in front of you to maybe place 1 or 2, put your head on, you can. So we want to keep the toes facing upwards here. If they start to cave this way, externally rotate, keep them up towards the ceiling. And then slowly start to walk your hands out in front of you. You can bring your forehead down to the blocks or to the mat. And we're going to stay here for a minute. And I'll share with you guys my mantra of the week. If you're new to my class, around this time, I usually pick a mantra. It's just a little bit of food for thought. So while we breathe through these uncomfortable moments, I'll share with you guys my mantra for this week. It's a concept called kintsugi. And so what kintsugi is, I actually have some right here with me. I'll bring it up there after class and show you. But it is the Japanese art of taking broken pottery, so something that is broken, damaged, what a lot of people would see as trash and just throw it away, and put in and repairing it with gold. So kintsugi means to repair with gold. We're about halfway through, guys. Stay with it. So it's the art of repairing pottery with gold or silver lacquer and understanding that the piece is more beautiful for having been broken. Take a few more deep breaths here, guys. So it's one of my favorite concepts. I come back to this as a mantra time and time again, especially when we're going through these hard times, because I feel like the world is feeling a little broken right now. I feel like we all can feel that way. And Kintsugi just, it just sees the beauty in the imperfections and that we can come back even more beautiful. So it's taking something that's broken and coming back even stronger and more beautiful than we were before. So something to take with you into this week. This isn't gonna last forever, guys. And we're gonna come out even stronger and more beautiful. Start to make your way out of the pose. And any way that feels good, any movements that feel good, take them. And then turn to face forward on the mat. Take your legs out nice and long in front of you. Flex your toes back towards you. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. So see if you can grab for your toes. If not, totally fine. You can let your arms rest beside you. Our hamstrings are nice and open now, so should feel better than, coming into it at the beginning of class. One more deep breath here. And then slowly make your way out of the pose. Bend your knees, take your soles of your feet to the mat about hips width distance apart. And then grab behind your thighs. Slowly start to make your way down onto your mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. And let's set up for happy baby. So bend your knees, flex your feet, grab for the outside blade edges of your feet, and then use the grip to pull your knees in closer towards the armpits. Rock from side to side. Maybe play around with straightening one leg or the other, maybe both. And then slowly release. Take a full body stretch here. Reach your arms up overhead, legs are nice and long. And then exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Start to extend your right arm out towards the side, palm facing down. And then use that right arm to guide that left leg across the body. Keeping your right shoulder plugged into the mat. Set your gaze over the right fingertips. And then come back to center. Release that right leg to the mat. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your left arm out towards the side. Use that right hand to guide the left leg across the body. Supine twist left side. And then slowly bring your left knee back to center. Go ahead and hug both of your knees into your chest. Give yourself one final squeeze. And then on the next exhale, release everything to the mat. Let your feet flop to the outside edges of the mat. Open the palms of your hands up to the sky. And settle into your final resting pose. Shavasana.
Slowly begin to bring movement back into your body. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, start to reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. And then on your next exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And slowly begin to make your way over to the right side of your body. And take a few deep breaths in the fetal position. And then slowly start to make your way up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. On your next inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, gathering up all the good energy that we created here today. And then on your next exhale, take your hands to heart center. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for showing up and allowing me to guide you through this practice. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Oh, thank you guys. A major thank you guys for bearing with me through that little technical difficulty. Oh, it's fun. Oh Lord. But I mean, as you guys can see, I was out for justice. I was like, somebody logged on, but I am going to talk to, I'm going to get on the phone and talk to Chase about that now. So hopefully that, it's nice to know if that does happen, it's not going to kick y'all off. So I learned, you know, that's all we can do, move and groove through these Zoom classes. Y'all feeling good? Feeling good? All right, awesome guys. I think this is the schedule. As far as I know, I think this is the schedule Zoom classes going forward. So this should be my regular time slot, hopefully next week.
Thanks, Val.
Yeah, thanks guys. I'm just reading all the comments now. Yeah, so 5:30 on Tuesday and also another power, if you like power, I think it's 11:30 on a Wednesday. So, and we've got so many other amazing teachers too. Thanks guys. All right, I'll log off and go talk to Chase and be like, sorry about my panic message. Have a great weekend guys. Thanks so much.